Hey there everyone, it's Joe and
Michael
from Bullion Now, bullionnow.com.au, selling you the best bullion bars and coins shipped to you worldwide from Melbourne in Australia. I've said this a few times on this channel, but the Eagles have landed.
They have.
What are we doing?
We're looking at the differences between the Type 1 and the Type 2 Gold Eagle.
Gold Eagle, okay, great,
So
fantastic.
we've only got the Gold Eagle in stock currently. The silver one is on its way.
Yep.
I'm not sure if it's stuck at customs or it's still trying to fly across the Pacific, but it's on its way.
Good, excellent. Let's take a look. What are we looking at first?
All right, so the first one I've got out is actually a 2021 Type 1.
Okay.
I've actually left the tube of the Type 2 sealed so we don't mix them up accidentally.
Fair enough.
So you can see that the design on the front, which is we had a bit of a discussion about the pronunciation of it, but the Augustus St Gordon's design of Lady Liberty on the front from 1907, I believe.
Wow,
so that
long.
has so that's still the same design there.
Do you want to pick it up and put it in your hand? And
I can do that.
yeah, beautiful. Oh, I think it looks much nicer on the white background there. That is very beautiful.
So the US Mint decided that they couldn't get the dies ready at the end of 2020 to produce the new design in 2021. So they decided to run with the old design for the first 6 months or so, and then produce what they termed the Type 2. So this is the Type 1. This is the one that we've been seeing for, I think it's close on 35 years now, with the Type 1. Yep. So, and we've got, this is the only 2021 Type 1 we've got in stock, but we've got a number of previous years in there. Yep. But this is the Type 2, which we haven't actually opened yet.
All right.
The reason I didn't open it prior to was the black tape that they're using this time round, and this is just a general statement. If you get a sealed tube, they're finding that the black tape is not standing up to transit. So quite often they've rubbed themselves. We see this sometimes with the Canadian Mint stuff.
We do, they fray.
They fray around there, and it looks like it's been pre-opened. This one actually hasn't. The one I've grabbed typically isn't the one that's showing signs of it. But no matter which dealer you're dealing with, if you get one that's been opened here, the tape's split, it doesn't necessarily mean it's actually been opened.
Yep, absolutely.
But this one will be opened.
Take a look, first look at Bullion Now, that is, at the Type 2.
Yeah, it's been out for a little while.
It has, but yeah.
It took a little while to get to Australia.
As they tend to do.
Yeah.
Get that fingernail in there, mate.
Yeah, so there we go. So you can see, I'm going to laugh if these are all Type 1s. They're not. So that's the side-by-side comparison of the 2021. So you can see that there is no difference on that side. Right. It's still Lady Liberty as we have come to know and love.
Yep, but on the other side.
But on the other side, if we roll it over.
Ah, cool.
Sorry, I'll flip them both over.
Ah, right, nice. Type 1, Type 2.
So they've just got a close-up of the bald eagle.
Yeah, that's really cool.
And I'm going to cause a bit of controversy here. I actually really like the Type 2 design.
I like it.
And it's not that I don't like the Type 1, but I think the Type 2 looks really good.
It's nice. I like this is my first look, actually. I haven't seen this before. This is my first look at the Type 2, and I like it. I like the close-up nature. It's more reminiscent of, your koala or your kookaburra type thing.
Man, you think I upset the Americans.
But it is. It's it's a more portrait shot, which is what the Perth Mint does with koalas and kooks and all that kind of stuff. Very cool. Can we pop it in your gloved hand just to get a nice contrast, please?
So I haven't looked at the politics behind it, whether they're moving away from the eagle with the outstretched wings. And I think Matt mentioned this in one of the recent videos about how that's seen as a sign of power rather than a sign of peace.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's a full-on. So apparently, it's like a full-on political reason or a statement reason to do it.
I don't know. I'm not. I don't want to go down that path because I really don't know. Yep. But it's interesting that they have moved away from that.
Right.
So whether that was intentional or just we wanted a new design and this looked good,
point of difference.
Answer.
Yeah, who knows?
The one thing that Matt and I were talking about just before we went on camera over these was the new high-tech, what did we call it, Matt? The high-tech security feature on the...
You're saying this tongue-in-cheek?
Well, no, it is the new high-tech security feature from the US Mint.
Yeah.
And we were comparing it to the Royal Mint, who's done a real doozy job on their new ones, where it's a laser engraved, etched trident, isn't it? Yeah, trident. Whereas the Americans have gone super high-tech and they've actually removed one of the teeth from the reading.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Let's find out where that is. Let me just get that in. If you stop, you find it, stop moving, and I'll get...
It's that one at the top.
Let's see if I can get that in focus. Right down here. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Ah, sorry, gang. There it is. You can see right there. Very cool. If we can't get this in focus, we're going to show some B-roll anyway. You can see it right there.
So
there it is.
No 3D laser etching for the Americans. They just went straight to ripping a tooth out.
Literally removing a tooth. Wow, there you go. Just remove a tooth for security purposes. Wow, that's so cool. That's an interesting choice, I'll say that much.
Yes.
Beautiful. So there's your type 1 on your left, your type 2 on the right. What should we tell them about, if someone's watching this for the first time, they don't know much about the US Mint Eagles, what do they need to know about them?
Probably, I mean, hit Google up, it'll know far more than I will, but it's their standard bullion coin.
Purity?
22 carat. Yeah, we better mention that actually, it's a good point. Because they're 22 carat, they incur GST in this country.
Yep.
So you're going to find they're not your standard bullion price that you expect from like the Perth Mint type of stuff, or even the US Buffaloes we bring across. There is actually GST incurred on this, which is obviously 10% of the price.
Yep. Okay.
So expect it to be in Australian dollars at the moment, somewhere around about that $3,000 mark. Yeah, it should be slightly less. Somewhere around about that $3,000 mark.
Yeah, depending on what Spot's doing on the day. Obviously, we're not quoting that price. But that is your Type 1 and your new Type 2, newish Type 2 US American gold. I almost said silver. I'm used to saying that, American gold eagle. And if they're watching this, will they be available on the website as of right now?
They will be as of the release of this video.
Yep.
If you're watching this in 12 months' time, maybe not.
Very doubtful. Here's a question: How soon could we get in more if we needed more?
Look, it just takes time to get them through customs. That's all. So we will try and keep up a fairly regular supply, but who knows, particularly in the current environment, as to what goes where and when. Fair
enough. So basically, if you can afford it and you want it, get it.
Yeah.
All right, head over to bullionnow.com.au. I'll put a specific link below in the info section of the YouTube page, and as part of the pinned comment to the individual items. But, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, as I always tell everyone to do. And as always, that's it from me.
And from me too.
We'll see you soon.
See ya.